I'm looking at unemployment insurance in Japan. I have applied the unemployment insurance at Hello Work yesterday, and I was curious about how can we say the 失業保険 in English, and that's it. That's alright. So I'm looking at Wikipedia. Unemployment insurance in Japan, also known as 失業保険, is the user pay system of unemployment benefits that operates in Japan. It is paired with workers' accident compensation insurance and referred to collectively as labor insurance, 労働保険. It is managed by Hello Work. System. Japanese unemployment insurance is closer to the United States or Canadian user-paid system, the taxpayer-funded systems, rather than the taxpayer systems in place in countries such as UK, New Zealand, or Australia. It is paid for by contributions by both the employer and employee. Requirements. Workers enrolling in unemployment insurance must be working at least 20 hours per week and expect to be employed for at least 31 days. Employees who are dispatched to Japan from overseas and who already have coverage in a similar scheme are not required to enroll in Japanese unemployment insurance. The Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare of Japan in 2017 plans to cover workers with combined 20 or more hours at different firms in the unemployment insurance. This is due to an increasing trend of irregular employment in labor force since the 1990s. Recent years, the irregular unemployment rate has reached 35% to 40%. So 1/3 to nearly half of the labor force is hired as irregular employment, 35 to 40%, almost doubling the percentage in 1990. This is due to the rising of part-time workers as well as senior rehired after retirement. The irregularity thus makes many people work for multiple companies. However, the social welfare coverage for those who are much lower than the full-time regular employees, including healthcare, pensions, and unemployment insurance. So irregular work is not very well covered than the full-time workers, the system. And with that being said, there is a growing population with an estimation of 300,000 people not protected by the unemployment insurance, but are in unstable employment conditions. To improve the living standards of those working multiple jobs and sustain the economy, the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare is going to propose it to the Diet for the further discussion. So the ministry is plans to cover workers with combined 20 or more hours in total in different companies, but it's not set it covers. It says plans to cover in the future. So right now in Japan, in order to cover by unemployment insurance, you need to work at least 20 hours per week, and also work more than 31 days. And to get paid in case of you you lost your job or leave, to get paid, you need to pay the insurance for more than 12 months in the recent 24 months. So you reach that requirement, you can get paid 80%, 70 to 80% of the salary 3 months as an coverage. Procedures. On leaving a job, employees are supposed to give a document, 離職票, showing their ID number. The same number is supposed to be used in the later employers' employment periods, and the pay, which contributions are linked to. The reason for leaving is also documented separately. So company-oriented or the employee-oriented. When the leaving the company is due to the company issue, but because of the company, the employee get paid the insurance right away or 7 days later. But if the employee himself or herself leaves the company on their account, you need to wait 2 months before that's getting paid. Premiums. Premiums are calculated as a certain percentage of each worker's total wage, so how much they get paid as an average. Under the latest version in April 2016, insurance premium rate is 1.1%, the employer paying 0.7% and the worker paying 0.4%, with the exception of a few kinds of jobs. For me, I was working about 4 to 5 days in a week. I already quit, but so I 16 to 18 days in a month and 8 hours a day, and I was paying for the insurance every month of about 3,000 to 4,000, 3 or 4,000, and it was so it said the worker paying 0.4% and the employer paying 0.7% and 1.1% in total. So yeah. Payments. The circumstances under which an employee left their position affect eligibility, timing, and amount of benefits. The length of time that employed workers can receive benefits depends on the age of the employee and how long they have been employed and paying in. So I went to the Hello Work yesterday, and that was it. They explained it's about less than 10 years or 20 years or longer or 30 years or longer employed in the company. I said that you can get paid 3 months as an unemployment insurance in the case you lost your job, but the 3 months is when you work in less than 10 years. If you work in, for example, 30 years or longer, you can get paid for 5 months. So when you work longer, you can get insured, covered, not more. But changing a job is more many people change job as compared in the past, when most people work in the one or two single company for a long time until retirement. So in the past, the changing your career is not very commonplace, but not anymore. So most of the cases 3 months. It is supposed to be compulsory for most full-time employees. If they have been enrolled for at least 6 months and are fired or made redundant, leave the company at the end of their contract, or their contract is not renewed, the non-employed worker will receive unemployment insurance. If a worker quit of their own accord, they may have to wait between 1 and 3 months before receiving any payment. Rates, other unemployment protection. See also notes. Other unemployment protection. Japanese government in 2011 started new policy implementing occupational training for workers who want to change jobs and the unemployed. And they explained that how to work about this job training also yesterday. You can get trained for. It depends on the program. It's 6 months or 1 year, and several kinds of different fields like architecture or computer programming, anything like that. Then you can get paid, and while you are in the training. There's some requirements. So there's a job training option in Hello Work rather than just looking for the job. This system aims to be the second protection other than the unemployment insurance for people who are struggling in the labor force, with a monthly allowance of 100,000 yen and traffic fee. People who are registered at Public Employment Security Offices, PESOs. Is it different from Hello Work or Public Employment Security Offices? Could receive the occupational training and get ready for their new career. The new job training system categorizes 3 different types of training, specifically for job seekers, employed workers, and the high school graduates. Most unemployed workers fit in the first category. What was the first category? Job seekers. Based on the released manual from the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, their standard training period is 3 months to 1 year. Yeah, as I said, ranging from the gardening to architecture. Gardening. Many women indicate that such job training programs help them transition back to the workplace after staying at home for years. That's a good thing. But at the same time, some people are connected with the quality, concerned with the quality of the training provided. So in the earlier the page, Japanese unemployment insurance system, the user pay system, is different from the other UK or New Zealand, Australia taxpayer fund system in place. So in those United Kingdom, New Zealand and Australia, so everybody pays for it. And in Japan, or US and Canadian systems as a user pay. So those who working and employing, so employee and employer are paying the system contributions. And UK, New Zealand, Australia, so everybody paying the not in the job, people also have to pay for it. I want to look up unemployment insurance in other country, but for now, that's enough. So in this way, I can learn the build vocabulary or learn expression how to describe in the concerning about unemployment insurance. Yeah, I think that's it.